What's going on, guys? I'm back. How you guys doing? Y'all see the news, you see the information. MVP has now signed with AEW. I know it's crazy, it's happening. Like this is how I felt last night while watching the show. Um y'all see the title, y'all see like like okay, because it like I was watching, and honestly though, AEW has been sucking pretty hard. It's been pretty terrible, and AEW has big problems with minorities and other talents as well. They could be worse than the WWE the way they operate. And then there's so many people, and it's so conjunct. It's like you nothing really great happens, and AEW got favorites just like WWE got. Like every match be boring as hell. It's like man, this is interesting a little bit because it's like wow, here comes another person because I knew this was gonna happen. Right now, MVP shows up, and now but no Bobby Lashley or nothing like that. But that's just letting you know he's probably going to be here soon as well. But I think it's just not the place of the time no more. Like honestly, when it comes to wrestling now, especially if you're a minority talent, you just going to either one of these companies is not going to be good for you. AEW was starting to do okay, decent, maybe about a month or so ago, but lately they just been terrible, horrible booking, the same old predictable winners, matches that just don't mean nothing, thrown together teams that don't mean nothing. They treat their minorities like garbage. Like they never really win nothing or really get shown anything on a high scale. I mean, for like the past 3 weeks, almost a month, we've had no Mercedes Monet, no Willow Nightingale, and no Swerve Strickland. But Brian Danielson gets to come back before Swerve, though. You see, he's already back doing stuff. Swerve still so called gone, still isn't recovered from injury. Like, so he's just a weak nothing. I said his career was over, man, or pretty much like over. I mean, they brung out Prince Nana to talk for him, something they never ever do. But as you can see, the only reason why they really did that is just so MVP can come out and just basically kind of diss him as like as a manager. So this is already looking questionable. You lead the WWE over how minorities get treated in book, but look at what happens when you come over here. You come over here, and then they put you right against Prince Nana. Like what? They couldn't just have you come out do some whole other stuff. Hey, I'm here. You come out and you dish Prince Nana, or possibly Swerve too. We don't know what's gonna happen, you know. But yeah, it's happening. That's how I felt last night though, because I was watching the show while doing other things. I had it planned, but I was like, damn, these matches are boring and predictable. AEW is just so boring and predictable, and a lot of their favorites are just not that good. Like a lot of the people they push down our throats are just not that entertaining or good to me. Like a Jack Perry, like a Orange Cassidy. Like y'all need to kind of do better than this, and then make the obvious teams win, like a Kyle Fletcher and a Will Ospreay. You knew they was gonna win. I bet you most people knew that the Elite was gonna be who they go against last night again. Dang it. Right, is that who they went against? Right, they went against Will Ospreay. Right, my bad. And yeah, and the Elite beat him. I hope I'm not mixing that up. John Moxley, right, beat Darby Allin, so he didn't get a win. That was kind of predictable too because of what John Moxley been doing lately. It's and him and his girl beating up on dudes all day. That's getting annoying too. I mean, Private Party came out. They did their thing, even though they get treated like trash and garbage. It's shocking to me how certain people get treated certain ways, but then a lot of people online who talk about this stuff never even mention it. Like it just don't mean nothing when it's wrong for a lot of the stuff that they be doing, just like they did Private Party. Why would you make them come out, do a whole entrance and everything like they was finna do something, and then let them get beat up by the black, by John Moxley and them? And so basically, they never even had a match set up for them. Just let them get beat up, and then did it again like next week. Just let them get beat up again. So it's like, man, it's crazy because you got Ricochet, all these people coming over here. Bobby gonna come over here. It's probably definitely gonna be more that come over here as well. I could definitely see that happening, but man, like the real question is like, is this really a good time? Like, is AEW is starting to not look good? Like on a production scale, just on a booking scale alone, and how they run the show and run the matches, that it's not good. It's not even really entertaining. It seems like they put most of their effort in their pay per views. If you ask me, that's where most of the effort seems to go to. But the shows are just not hitting like they used to. I've been watching AEW not as long as WWE, but I've been watching AEW now for like what, like 3, 4 years. It's probably been about at least 2 to 3 years at least. So and I remember how I was when when I was first watching AEW, Cody Rhodes was still there. He was still there. And I seen when CM Punk came and all of this stuff, and now we're here. Now we're here, and it's really dull. Mariah May versus that one Japanese girl. Duh, she gonna be her. Duh. That first match with Bryan Danielson yesterday was just way too dragged out. Like, that match should have been like 10, 15 minutes. And why sit there and drag out this long, stupid match with your champion against someone who you know is going to win, and then you make him sell through the whole match, which makes him look weak, but it doesn't matter because you know he going to win. And the match went for like over 20, 25. I was hoping like, man, 15 in, 20 in. I knew it though. That shit went way further than that. And it doesn't matter because that reminds me of Sami Zayn and KO and them. Sami Zayn gets more off now. But it reminds me of Sami Zayn, right? He would just sit there and get his ass beat damn near through the whole match, selling through the whole match. And then at the end of the match, he hulk up, spark up, and then whoop your ass and get all his signature moves and finisher. Nowadays, they still kind of do that, but now he gets more off now. That's why Sami Zayn is so damn annoying. Everybody want to complain about Gunther, but what is really Sami Zayn? And it's obviously they're not writing Gunther good enough, obviously. But yeah, man, it's just like with Sami Zayn, but nowadays, now he will get his signature moves earlier and get all these other high spot maneuvers earlier now, and still hulk up on you and beat you up. But I don't think he's beating Gunther. I'm gonna put that poll up, man. I'll probably put that poll up soon because I just got to see what people think, because they starting to make it look shaky. They are, just because they just keep giving Sammy so much while making Gunther look so weak, and then trying to make him look like a coward, honestly, at the same time. So, but I'm still leaning with Gunther. And yes, MVP is here. He had a little segment with Prince Nana. It was still shocking to see, though. I was not expecting that. Like, I'm just watching, right? And then boom, I knew, and it was so funny too, because I heard the voice, but I wasn't looking at the screen. I was just listening. And then I heard the voice, and I'm like, it just tweaked me out. I'm like, man, that voice sound familiar as hell. I'm like, who is that? I'm like, yeah, that ain't no MVP. I thought it, but then I ignored it. I'm like, that can't be him. And sure enough, it was. He came out. I'm like, oh my gosh, MVP is really here. Boy, I thought we was finna see Bobby Lashley. I really did. I'm like, oh snap, we finna see Bobby Lashley. Oh snap. But honestly, I think that's coming soon too, though. I do believe Bobby is coming, because the way MVP is already coming out, he already acting like a manager. And you never know sometimes, but 9 times out of 10, Swerve Strickland is, he's gonna keep Prince Nana, right? 9 times out of 10, he is not gonna switch managers up. That'd just be crazy in itself, right? If he actually did that, that'd be ridiculous. I don't want you no more, Prince Nana. Man, I don't know why people be dissing Prince Nana, man. He be getting hype, man. He be getting crunk, man. He be getting the audience to dance, man. He be having the freaking coffee, the good ass coffee, and he be throwing it in the audience and stuff. And why do y'all not like him? There's people out here that just do not like him. Like, he's just supposed to be a hype man manager. What is there not to like? Like, the dude is just a hype man manager. What the hell? I don't get it. I don't get it. People just be talking mess just to be talking mess. I don't like Prince Nana. He's just a hype man manager. What the hell? Like, if anything, he try to get the crowd more into it and more hyped up. That's what his job really is for. It was weird as hell when they brung him out to talk for him like that. We've seen him talk before, but it was a little weird. Like, Prince Nana, and then he gets introduced by, I think by Tony Schiavone, right? He gets introduced by him, so I'm like, okay, and I'm just listening and talking about Swerve coming back, and mentally he's there and physically he's not, but saying he'll make a return, even though they're already ruined him. In my honest opinion, they ruined Swerve Strickland. And what they doing with MVP may not be no better. AEW's really gotten bad. If it was better, I promise I would admit it. I would say, man, this is pretty good, just like I was about a month or two ago. But now it's just went back downhill again. And it seems like people are starting to jump ship again from WWE and go to AEW, but we'll see. I've been paying attention to both anyways. But I hope y'all have a good one. Take care. Hit that like button and peace out.